NCND agreements are crucial tools for protecting intermediaries in business transactions. When a broker or middleman connects buyers and sellers who don't know each other, these agreements ensure they don't get cut out of the deal after making the introduction. An NCND, which stands for Non-Circumvention and Non-Disclosure Agreement, serves two essential purposes. It prevents parties from bypassing the intermediary who brought them together, and it ensures that confidential business information remains secure. These agreements are particularly common in international trade, where multiple brokers may be involved in a single transaction. The structure of an NCND agreement typically includes two distinct parts. Part A contains special conditions unique to the specific agreement and must be completed by each party involved. Part B includes standard clauses that follow the International Chamber of Commerce guidelines for NCND agreements. Both sections are necessary to create a valid and enforceable agreement. Intermediary services can range widely in scope. At the most basic level, an intermediary might simply share information or provide introductions between parties. In more involved arrangements, they might facilitate direct contact between the counterpart and third parties. Some intermediaries take on even more active roles by assisting with contract negotiations or providing support throughout the performance of the contract. The flexibility of intermediary roles allows for customization based on the specific needs of the transaction. An intermediary might serve in a passive capacity by sharing non-confidential market opportunities, or they might take on an active role by facilitating introductions and remaining involved throughout the deal lifecycle. Some even monitor contract performance to ensure compliance and assist with dispute resolution. Customer protection is another critical element of NCND agreements. This determines whether an intermediary has exclusivity in promoting a business opportunity. While the standard practice is not to grant general exclusivity, intermediaries are often given exclusive rights when promoting specific deals with particular third parties. This protection gives the intermediary certain rights regarding future business with that third party. Duration and territorial limitations must be clearly defined in customer protection clauses. Most NCND agreements last for approximately 2 years, though this can vary. Geographic scope is equally important, restricting protection to specific markets or territories where the intermediary operates. Without clear boundaries, these protections become difficult to enforce. Non-compete provisions address whether an intermediary can work with competitors of the other party. The agreement should explicitly state if this is prohibited and what measures the intermediary must take to avoid conflicts. Typically, an NCND offers two alternatives. Either the intermediary agrees not to compete, or they remain free to work with competitors. The default position, unless otherwise specified, is that intermediaries cannot act for competitors unless they have exclusive rights to a certain type of business. For an NCND to be legally enforceable, it should include specific language on dispute resolution, applicable law, and jurisdiction. These provisions create a predetermined legal pathway for resolving disagreements. A jurisdiction clause specifies which country's laws govern the agreement, while arbitration or mediation clauses outline the preferred method for resolving disputes. A severability clause ensures that if one part of the agreement is found unenforceable, the remainder stays intact. Confidentiality forms the cornerstone of any NCND agreement. Parties agree not to disclose sensitive information shared during their relationship, including business models, pricing strategies, customer lists, trade secrets, and draft contracts. Violations can result in reputational damage, financial loss, or legal action. Including penalty clauses for breaches reinforces the seriousness of this obligation. NCND agreements provide essential protection for intermediaries in business transactions. By clearly defining roles, responsibilities, exclusivity, and confidentiality requirements, these agreements help ensure fair treatment for all parties involved. When properly drafted with specific terms regarding duration, territorial limitations, and dispute resolution mechanisms, NCNDs create a secure framework for business introductions and negotiations across borders.